So are you contemplating on the type of Moniepoint PS to get? Okay, should you get the Android or the digital one or the flat screen or the Empost or the D version or the P version? This video is for you. At the end of this video, you will know the type of Moniepoint PS to get specifically for the type of business that you are doing. So welcome on board. My name is Olukot Samuel Lamide and I'm a business relationship manager for Moniepoint. And on this YouTube channel, I help POS users manage their business and also teach them on how to resolve POS issues. So in case you are watching this video for the first time and you have not subscribed, please click on that subscribe button to subscribe to this YouTube channel. As subscribing to this YouTube channel, you are directly telling the algorithm to bring out more of our videos so that next time when you're scrolling on YouTube, you can get access to watching these videos. Remember to also like this video and drop a comment on the comment section if you have a question you want to ask. So let's get started on today's video. Alright, so on today's video, we'll be talking about the different type of Moniepoint POS that are currently available and the one that suits and fits your business perfectly. And of course, should you go for the target or should you go for the one that doesn't have target like everybody is saying? So on this video, we'll clear the air on everything. So the first part of this video is going to be divided into the types of POS. The second part of this video is the most important part of the video, which defines the category and everything you need to know about those POS before you pick a particular POS. So make sure you stay till the end of this video. Alright, so this you see right here is the first version of the Moniepoint POS, and to some extent some people still prefer this POS, and I will tell you why. But trust me guys, this POS is actually outdated, and of course I won't advise you to go for this POS, especially if you have a very big business. So let's talk a little about this POS so that we can have an idea of this POS. So the first thing you have to know is that this is the first version of the Moniepoint POS. So this is the POS that Moniepoint started with when Moniepoint started evolving. So trust me guys, you know that this is the groundbreaking POS for Moniepoint. But do you really need this POS? Let's check it out. So the first thing you want to know is that this POS is actually an analog POS, which means that it is not screen touch, right? You cannot operate it with screen, right? So you can only use button to operate it. So that's the first disadvantage of this terminal. So you cannot operate it on screen. Of course, you can only use button to operate it. Then the second thing you want to know about this terminal is this terminal does not connect to hotspot. That means you cannot connect this terminal to hotspot. You can't be using this terminal now and data goes off on it and you're like, let me connect my phone to this terminal and continue using it. It doesn't work like that for this analog terminal. But let's take a look at it. Does it really have an advantage? So this terminal is known for the long lasting life it has. So a lot of people have dropped thumbs up on this terminal that it can actually last you, in fact, as long as that business is still existing. Some of the folks I know got this POS from onset. They are currently still using this POS and it doesn't have any issue. So this POS is that Nokia 3310 that when it falls down, you pick it up again and you start transacting with it. So a lot of people tend to prefer it that way. So as to that, they don't want to even swap with the new version. They prefer the ruggedity of the POS. So this POS is actually very rugged. It can last you a very long time. And another amazing thing you want to know about this particular POS is that this POS right here we are talking about does not use inbuilt battery. That means for any point you just feel like the battery is no longer lasting, here's the battery. You could just get a battery as similar as this and just change the battery. Changing the battery, you continue using your PS, unlike the recent PS, of which I will still be talking about in this video, that most of the batteries there are just inbuilt and you really cannot tamper with the PS. So this is what this POS looks like. And the last part of this POS is that of course you cannot compare the speed of this POS with the speed of the next terminal I'll be talking about. So please, at this point, do you really still want to go for this kind of POS? So you have to make your choice in the comment section, or you have a question you want to ask concerning this, drop it on the comment section. So let's move to the next POS. So moving next to the next POS, of course, this is the Topwise PS, and trust me, this is the most popularly used Moniepoint POS. In fact, this is the popularly used POS regardless of either Moniepoint or not. So this Topwise PS is also known for its ruggedity, and a lot of people prefer this POS over the previous POS we just talked about because of it has a faster network than the previous POS. And unlike the previous POS we talked about, Topwise you can actually operate it using the screen. Alright, so that is one advantage the Topwise PS has over the previous PS. So you can operate it with a screen and also you can use button to operate it. But this terminal also is faster than the previous terminal, and this terminal uses a Type-C charger. So a lot of people, because of this benefit, tend to prefer this terminal than the previous terminal. make sure you stay to the end of this video, as I will be particularly exposing one of the most important things you should know before picking a particular type of POS. All right, so that is the Topwise PS, and this camera here really is of no use, especially when you are doing the POS business. You do not need it for anything. So that is it for the Topwise. And one disadvantage over the previous one we just talked about is that this uses an inbuilt battery. So trust me guys, when your battery is now maybe after 5 years and maybe a lot of years, and the battery is now weak, you cannot decide to change the battery. You have to swap the terminal. And of course, as you know, when it comes to Moniepoint, swapping terminal is actually free. So you have to swap the terminal, except maybe you are paying for transport and all of those stuff. So you have to swap the terminal. So the battery here is inbuilt, unlike the former terminal where the battery of the former terminal can be changed and can be removed. But remember, this one is faster. And when it comes to ruggedity, I will still give ruggedity to the previous terminal. But of course, this is still rugged. But you know, you cannot always compare analog with digital when it comes to ruggedity. So that is it for the Topwise terminal. So let's move to the next terminal. So yeah, we have the Moniepoint Empost terminal. Now, the Empost terminal, most especially, this terminal is known to be classified with small businesses. You have a small business that you operate, and you want to still use the POS to receive payments. Of course, I'm going to advise you to go for the Empost. Why? Because the Empost really doesn't have target, but it does have target, right? Unlike what a lot of people say, it does have target, but then it doesn't operate on the 140,000 naira weekly target. And with the Empost, if you can do a transaction of 20,000 naira weekly, you are good and fine to go with the Empost. So that's one advantage of the Empost. You will not get disturbed about target. Use it for your small business. You get it. It is yours, and it is yours totally. So yeah, especially when you are still using it and you are meeting up with the 20,000 naira. So one disadvantage about this is that, as you can see, this terminal, it doesn't have printer edge, so as you cannot print receipt directly from the terminal. However, you can still connect the terminal to a Bluetooth if you have a printer and print receipt, but that going through that stress is going to be a lot, right? Especially when you are attending to a lot of people. But then it doesn't print receipt. So as you can see, the Empost terminal doesn't have a printer head, so as it cannot print receipt. And to some extent, a lot of people say the Empost terminal is slow to operate. All right, so I'll leave you that to the comment section. If you have used the Empost terminal, you can just drop it on the comment section. What do you really think about the Empost terminal? All right. Lastly on this, guys, before we talk about the last POS here, I want to give you a gift, and which is usually my custom. Before the end of my video, I usually give my users gift. So this gift is a bookkeeping software. If you are using a POS, especially for those that have more than one location, the name of the app is Easy Balance. Easy Balance spelled together. Go to App Store, go to Play Store, search Easy Balance spelled together. And Easy Balance is that software, a bookkeeping software that all POS users need. You need it to balance your transaction. So instead of using the paper and pen to record your transaction, you can as well record your transaction on your mobile phone. And for those that are having more than one location, you can add each of your staff on Easy Balance, where they themselves can enter calculating the transaction from their own end, and you can monitor those transactions. So Easy Balance already knows the charges that Moniepoint is going to charge you. So immediately as you are recording the transaction on your phone, it's going to remove the charges, and the charges you are charging the customer, and is going to give you the outcome of your balance. So with Easy Balance, you can tell if you are being robbed, and also you can tell which location is more profitable and where you should channel your energy into. There's one thing about doing business, but there's another thing about doing business and being able to tell how much you are making or losing from that business. So please do not miss out on this. After downloading the app, register, create an account. Easy Balance is going to reach out to you. They'll put you through the step-by-step process on how to get started. Remember to tell them that you came from Everything Payments YouTube channel, and they will treat you specially. And lastly, one new feature by Easy Balance is the Ajo, popularly known as contribution or thrift. Now, that is a feature newly added by Easy Balance, where you can use Easy Balance to collect contribution. So you can create a contribution platform, and for those that are into contribution, instead of manually recording it on paper, just create an account with Easy Balance, add all your members on Easy Balance, and from there everybody can keep track of how much they are paying and what they have paid so far. And this is just coming with a token. I'm telling you guys, it's a token, and this is a gift from me to you. So by now, I believe you must have liked this video. By now, you must have subscribed to this YouTube channel. And also, you can do a favor by dropping a comment on the comment section. Share your idea about the current POS you are using, which POS disturbed you so much, or which POS do you think is actually the best POS so far. So now let's go to the last part of the POS, which is now the Moniepoint flat screen POS. Now, a lot of people tend to prefer this flat screen POS because I'll just be sincere, guys, it is very beautiful and it is long, right? So a lot of people prefer it because of that, but that is not just the only advantage this terminal has, as this terminal is currently the only terminal that can afford you to use Moniepoint. What is Moniepoint? Moniepoint is the new Moniepoint feature. So on the flat screen terminal is where you can use Moniepoint, and aside that, this terminal is kind of beautiful and it is also using the same speed as the Topwise, and to my own opinion, I believe the D version is still faster than the flat screen, but that is going to be left for you guys that are using it. You can drop it on the comment section, but know that this terminal uses the Type-C charger. This terminal is also using the battery, which you can remove and you can change at any time if you feel like you need to change the battery without having to tamper with the terminal, so it's not going to enter into trigger. So that's one advantage of this terminal. It uses the Type-C charger, and in my own opinion, I believe the D version is still faster than that particular terminal, but you can drop it on the comment section. Tell me what you think about that particular terminal. So a lot of people prefer this terminal because of its shape, and also it is flat screen. It gives one beauty, they say. So you can tell from your own experience and drop it on the comment section. And lastly, those that are interested in getting a Moniepoint POS, you can get it through me. Contact me on the number that is displayed beneath this video. Remember to join my community on WhatsApp, join my community on Facebook, and also on the community we get to share ideas and solve issues together. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for staying till the end of this video, guys. My name is Oluko Samuel Amide. Cheers, guys, and God bless.